Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome to those of you watching on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, it's terrorism, and it cannot be dealt with as ordinary criminal activities.
That's the Prime Minister's response to the torching of 11 homes and the killing of a resident on the weekend in Gregory Park, St. Catherine.
The Prime Minister says the police will be given the resources to catch the perpetrators.
Kirk Wright was in Gregory Park today and filed this report.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness at the location in Gregory Park where the 11 houses were torched. He listened to the stories of how the victims miraculously escaped being burned to death when the arsonists struck.
You were inside here when they were throwing the gas?
Yeah, remember the kids was inside here. And we started to beg them and said, they can't do that because the children have come and live by the house, so they can't do them something there. So they must decide to just throw all of the gas on the bedroom and blaze it up. So when they see the house ablaze now, then them throw the water, the gas right here, so that means them can't come out. But there's another door right here, so because they take some run through the door right here, so now we're going to make the kids them and come out right here, so.
The police say the attackers also shot and killed Ranil Horton, a taximan who had just returned from work in the early hours of the morning. The Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, says it is still not clear the number of persons involved in the brazen attack, but what is known is that it wasn't carried out only by men.
But also women who are willing to come over and burn out other women and children.
The Prime Minister says that this particular incident, which has displaced several persons, is a scar on our nation. He says the perpetrators will be found, and when they're found, they should not be treated as common criminals.
People who have committed it are terrorists.
Yes. Yes.
And they should be treated as such.
Yes.
They should be dealt with the limit of the law. We're going to treat this one specially. And the people who committed the crime were seen. And I'm going to be personally on it to ensure that every last one of them is found.
For the Prime Minister, criminals cannot be allowed to torch houses, and it's accepted as normal. He says while gangs are becoming barefaced, the government will in turn be more forceful in dismantling them and will use the law to go after the facilitators of criminal activities.
We have mechanisms in place which we have triggered to ensure that those who are operating overseas, as well that those who are local, those who are politically connected, and those who are influential in terms of having money to support gangs, that they are also interdicted.
The Prime Minister also hinted that new legislation could be crafted to target high-value criminals.
But of course, there is an element in the society who does not want us to empower our police force to be able to act preemptively. Because the truth is that some of these people who have committed these crimes are on the radar, but you are not empowered to act on them until they would have committed themselves in this way.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.